We're here with Bill Mason. He's seeing a little bit of rehistory here, but he just brought up an interesting thing as we were talking about local law enforcement. And go ahead and elaborate what you were saying.
They try to get to the whole family. You know, we have a police, we're trying to do something good for you, and you cooperate with us. And it's better than it's been in a long time.
So there's been more outreach?
Oh, absolutely more, 100% more.
Okay.
When I was a kid, if you did something wrong, you're, say, 6, 7 years old,
Right.
they say, we'll call the police.
Right.
You grow up, you're 20 years old when you realize the police are not crazy people coming out to get you. That's the way it works.
Right, right. And they're having the night out thing at the library tomorrow, I guess, right?
Yeah. This is the third or fourth time they've done that. That's good.
I see. Yeah. Sounds like they've done some renovations there at the library and stuff
Yeah.
as well.
It looks a lot better than it did before.
As well.
They had a kind of a strange situation. All the computers in a circle around the big table.
Right.
And it's kind of congested in there. And they spread it out now. They got a little desk for each one.
Oh, okay.
So kids and anybody using them got more. They got more room to do what they're doing.
I see. Well, let's segue back a little bit because obviously you've been in journalism a while. You remember your days in Mountaineer Land, West Virginia?
Spent 6 months in a radio station in the middle of nowhere, Kaiser, West Virginia.
Kaiser, okay.
And the pay was so poor then. Well, I was eager to get a radio. You know, I'd come there for nothing if they told me to.
Right.
That was always something. I'd drive home on the weekend, 90 miles over the hills, to see dear old Dad and borrow $5. Sounds like a joke, but it's true.
Oh gosh.
It's weird.
How was back in the days as far as West Virginia, as far as the university? How was the football team and?
Yeah, they came and went. Sometimes
yeah.
they were good.
Yeah.
Basketball was usually just
basketball was West Virginia had basketball on that. What had been and you grew up in Morgantown, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as they say, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. Well, in the past few years, they've lost a lot of business. They've had foreign companies come in and set up this, set up that. A lot of that is gone now. What keeps them alive? Two things: the university and the university hospital. Well,
Okay.
It's started by the university.
Okay.
And they employ a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like Virginia Tech. If you didn't have Virginia Tech, you wouldn't have Montgomery County.
Oh, undoubtedly.
There would be nothing.
Undoubtedly.
An outpost.
And it's reach out. Everybody thinks Virginia Tech from Ag College, but it's reach out very heavy in the high tech.
Oh yeah.
And bringing that in, and West
Yeah.
Virginia doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
The Lady Danny CoStar, you'll be seeing this on the Mobile Main Street, which is a program that they are designing specifically for mobile phones, where you can put your business on, and other people are talking to other people.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as in communities, and you'll be able to use that, because the people that really need it are the rural communities, the smaller areas, and I think that's that's true on there. But,
years ago, Virginia Tech had one of their advisors on that same type of education.
Right.
Werner von Braun. He's the guy who was running out of
Werner
Nazi
von
Germany.
Braun? I didn't know that.
He
Werner
helped
von
us
Braun's
develop
one of my heroes. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I'm
He
a
was at
space
Virginia-
fanatic.
This has been about 20 years ago.
Well, I'm a 57 baby. I'm born in 57 years old, and
Bill?
my
Yes, sir.
You're still into music, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
remember the last thing they had downtown crew several months back.
Yes, sir.
That sounds fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I hadn't remembered it.
Wait a minute, what do you play? You got a band?
Right now we're just a vocal band. We're like a quartet.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
You gotta
Oh,
hear these people.
oh yeah, I'd love to.
Play the guitar and the piano. That's fun stuff.
Okay,
Trying
same.
to learn how to play the band.
Well, this studio should be using to have people in and out of it all day long
Well,
doing
up
live.
until Mel resigned.
Yeah.
We'd have live music in there every Saturday.
Yeah, there's just a wide variety of
We're trying to get somebody
things.
to do that show now.
Mel had asked us to come up, one Saturday, and we could
Yeah.
never work it out at
Yeah.
the time, and that'd be awesome to be able to do that.
Well, if we get it started again, we'll keep you in mind. We'll tell you.
Oh gosh, if I had the run of that thing, it'd be people lined up to get in and play and produce. And are you kidding? I mean, it's
Yeah.
I would love to get our new pastors, that group Sunrise,
Uh,
their gospel bluegrass
Uh-huh.
band, and they are good.
Oh,
And they're really good.
we carry the Crew Baptist Church on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The music is fantastic, really good.
Well, that's
It's sharp.
You know,
Better than any church I've been in. Put it that way.
Right.
you haven't heard our actual pastor sing yet. I mean, he's awesome. He's a great musician. But his band is really, I mean, they're a great bluegrass band. Sunrise, you might.
He's an excellent speaker, I know that.
Oh,
He
I
is.
really enjoy him. He's awesome.
But I was telling her, noon comes or it's time to come off, you can't go out there and do this wind it up. You can't do that.
Right. Yes. That's our biggest
Well,
challenge.
what's
so
your
far.
former minister? What's he doing? Anything now?
I saw Ben and Amelia back, I think
Yeah.
in May or June, and he was saying that he kind of just took a big break,
Oh yeah.
and I think they kind of went around looking at different churches,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now the calls are starting to come in for him to be a substitute or to
Yeah.
preach revival, so he's starting to
Yeah.
get pretty busy now.
In Amelia?
Well, it sounds like in Richmond, kind of all over the
All over.
place. Just various folks need a substitute, so they call him.
Relief pitcher.
Exactly.
Right, when you're on the
Okay.
website, go to the Clientele Music. Thornton, that was the gentleman that we were in here doing the interview with, but Thornton's written about 900 songs, and he's worked with the Gatlin brothers for a while. It's a good thing music, it's a good thing publishing.
The library.
Wide variety of things. What's that?
The fellow who works with the library, or?
Thornton Klein, the gentleman that was in here the last day that I had mentioned when Steve was doing the interview when they shut down. I was doing it. We were doing exactly this
Wow.
when Chuck decided to pitch it, and then Steve did, and everything kind of went. But everything kind of comes back around. But I mentioned about the music as far as that, because you'll enjoy that. There's a lot of a lot of spiritual, a lot of religious, a lot of different things within that. Work with a lot of folks.
Wow, that is
So.
that is cool. I wish, like I said, that the live music would crank back up. That'd be really nice.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed that one.
That's old
I
fashioned
was
stuff.
working the controls on that for a while. Really good.
Back when there were big rheostats with wires right on there.
I was telling Steve in the interview that I got really lucky when I was backstage on the Opry one time. Got to get on Bill Monroe's bus with Bill Monroe.
Oh,
and there
sweet.
was I never smoked, but my dad did. And whenever the people were taking a smoke break,
Right.
typically they would gather around, and
Yeah.
and the guys out there smoking were Bill Monroe's band.
Right.
And they were like, "You want to meet Bill Monroe?" I was like, "Sure."
Ooh.
And so I got to get up on the bus and all. That was really cool.
Yeah, you folks in Denver that are watching right now, we are talking about our smoke as we grow here in Southside Virginia. Tobacco, not your smoke, but just to clear that up.
Oh, that tobacco is what this guy that got the governor in trouble.
Uh-huh.
He owned a farm that had a derivative from tobacco. That's a health thing.
Okay.
And that a block or something to me. That was his one. Now, this is the damnedest thing I've seen. I could visualize some of this. Don't quote me on it. In West Virginia, but in Virginia,
Yeah.
this is something I never heard of a governor get.
Uh,
I think part of it is just poor judgment on his part.
you know, guys, if you're in for the 4 years or you're in for the term, obviously you're gonna meet different people in different situations.
And
You
the
might
spotlight is on
just
you the whole time.
wait. Just wait, because
That's
if
right.
it's good, it'll be there later,
That's right.
and let people say what they say. Oh, well, you used your office. You may say that, but connections are for what? To be used, to be worked with, to help
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
help each other. But don't veer off and do it on your own. I mean, if
Well-
they quickly slap these people down, well, hard stuff, maybe it'll stop. As long as there's no accountability.
There's no such thing as Santa Claus. I mean, the governor ought to know that.
Yeah.
That's the way he was treating this guy. I mean, he was letting him do everything he
Right.
wanted to do.
And she was like a little Marie Antoinette, wasn't she? I mean, gosh.
The funny thing is, I don't know if they can really prove that they actually broke the law. That's
Well,
the
I
thing
don't know
it.
about that. To me, in some times, looked like he was set up. The governor was set up. He was a little tough.
Well, if you look at the one thing, the fella seemed to be maybe trying to get through to Mrs. McDonald because he sent
Right.
1,200 text messages
Yeah.
and only spoke to the governor 60 times.
Right.
And even though she's the wife of the governor, she's not the governor himself. So,
Yeah, I know.
so will that play
Well,
into
the
it?
idea that she's gonna influence him, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, was it texting or was it sexting? You know, that's your question of
Maybe
the
just
thing.
texting.
Well, don't you love when you give the kids a pencil and they pick it up with their thumbs and try to write?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know.
Right. Exactly. Well,
Uh,
like I said, hopefully, I don't know. I like old Bob McDonald, so I hope he'll come out of this thing all right.
Well, I met him before he ran for governor, down in Blackstone one time. He looks like he'd be a paragon. Nothing wrong with this guy. He could be the leader. And then being in the military long, he had this,
Yeah.
his spine's like this, you know, just
Right.
like that.
He sure is. Good posture.
And he looked like, you know, he ought to be on a postage stamp or something.
Mhm.
That's it, look.
He did the response to the Obama's last address on that. It was all poised to,
Yeah.
you know, go into the big
He's not
time.
a
And,
speaker. You can believe what he says.
yeah.
He could have done that maybe.
But
I
if
don't
you
know
if
about
you follow like Donald Trump, there's no such thing as bad publicity, just no publicity. So long as they're talking about you, you're still doing all right. All right.